Okay. I'll have to edit that beginning out. Okay. I'll have to edit that beginning out. What's up, Berserkers? Let's start off by reading the Sailor's Creed. I am a United States sailor. I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States of America, and I will obey the orders of those appointed over me. I represent the fighting spirit of the Navy and those who have gone before me to defend freedom and democracy around the world. I proudly serve my country's Navy combat team with honor, courage, and commitment. I am committed to excellence and the fair treatment of all. And we'll pop another drink. This is pretty good. Trump Drive Peach Mint. It's got a stronger mint flavor than a peach flavor. It's pretty good. I'm not sure why this won't open on my phone. Let me see if I can do it from the browser version. So weird. I don't want this go. Stupid phone. So the problem is I got rid of my my second monitor. So I only have one monitor now. So normally I would only share my one screen and I would have my OBS, my camera, my Elgato camera app, and my YouTube on another screen, so like I could see the chat and stuff like that. Let's see if I could show you what I mean. So normally I would have this whole thing hidden and then I would just have this up so you guys could see it, but it's not working right now. So anyways, we'll get to it. So my my ship date now is going to be, what is it? How many days till March 17th? $23 days, y'all. 23 days until I go to boot camp. Oh well. I'm not like super nervous yet for some reason. I thought I would be, but I'm not. I don't know if it's just because I don't know if it's just because it's like far away or I'm not nervous, or if it's just like so surreal. But it's not really bothering me like it normally would. Like things, you know, like before I swore in, I was all nervous and I couldn't sleep. I was just stressed out all the time. There we go. Let's see, how do I do this? Alright, I got it to work on my phone now. So now if you guys chat, I can see it. I was stressed out all the time. I couldn't think straight. It sucked because I had to rely on so many people to get my process done. Luckily, I had a super cool recruiter who was able to, you know, take care of me. They give us some of this stuff. They used to have a book, but now they're doing a QR code. See if I can hold it back here so you can see it. They have like a start guide thing. On the next page, it says, "Welcome aboard. Congratulations on your decision to join the United States Navy. There are many new experiences and opportunities ahead. No matter what job you have chosen in the Navy, we want you to understand the benefits and responsibilities of being a United States Navy sailor. As a new member of the Navy's delayed entry program, your first order is to read, understand, and acknowledge the information provided here in the start guide. You should also share this information with your family to make them aware of benefits offered by military service. The following pages explains your benefits. Read carefully and ask your recruiter any information that is unclear to you. Your recruiter is a valuable resource as you move forward. Navy recruiters first serve in their fleet and gain valuable experience, which helps them explain your Navy benefits. Within the next 3 to 5 days, your recruiter will meet with you and your family to discuss in great detail the benefits and responsibilities of the United States sailor. You and your family should ask questions so you will understand the requirements of the delayed entry program. Review the start guide before your 72-hour indoctrination because you must acknowledge that you have been provided this information." So I already did my 72-hour indoc. Let's see. Page 2, Sailor's Creed. And on the back is the start guide outline. And I dropped mine, so my pages are a little messed up here. Let's see if we can get them back in order. I think this is the back page. Here's 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 46, 8, 4, 6, 8. I'm about to drop it all again, but we're gonna get it organized together. 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36, 38. Okay. Oh, there goes the management lady. Alright, so we'll start flipping these over. So, they're in order. Page 4, Navy Corps values. Honor, I will bear true faith and allegiance. Courage, I will support and defend. Commitment, I will obey the orders. Let's see. Graduation means public recognition for all the hard work, determination, and perseverance required to complete recruit training. Families are a big part of the reason for your recruit success, and you have every right to feel proud. On graduation day, entry to the base restricted to those on the access list. Each graduating sailor is responsible for identifying people to place on the access list to prior to graduation days. Please coordinate details with your sailor. So they have a QR code here that families will scan. When recruiters transfer, we don't care about that. I did have one recruiter transfer, but we're all done with my process. So accommodation of religious practices. Before proceeding to basic training, recruits must be within approved body composition measurements for their weight and height, and upon arrival, RTC must pass a physical fitness assessment. In this, it is imperative you take advantage of the physical training opportunities while you're in the late entry program. My recruiting station has 1 month or 1 day a month, the second Tuesday of every month, where they have a mandatory DEP meeting and they do PT. So it's going to be on you to get it done, you know, what you need. Tattoo and body art markings. Once you enlist in the late entry program, obtaining additional tattoos are prohibited until completion of basic training. There is a risk of infection of the art or piercing itself may disqualify you and lead to your discharge of the late entry program. I wanted to get my back piece finished, but can't do that. Sailors are authorized one tattoo on the back of the neck and shall not exceed 1 inch in measurement in any dimension. Tattoos meeting these requirements are acceptable behind the ear. The tattoos cannot be seen from the front. I don't have any that go above like the collar of the shirt. Your responsibility to your recruiter. Treat them with the same courtesy and respect they provide to you. Be honest and forthcoming when providing information for your enlistment application. Notify your recruiter of any changes in the status to include education, health, police involvement. They ask you these things when you go to your DEP program. They have a little form that's going to ask you those questions, and you check yes or no or NA. Like it asks if you're pregnant, and if you're a male, obviously you put NA. Your recruiters have a responsibility to not coach or entice you to provide false statements, records, or documents to affect your enlistment, bribe, or coerce you. Okay, warning order. The information you provide and or acknowledge receipt of is considered a statement of fact to the best of your knowledge. Oh, this is all old stuff. We're already done with all that. Okay. So, do that. Delayed entry program continued. Advancement opportunities. Referral recognition program. So, it would have been nice if I could get someone to refer someone to help me bump up, but they didn't work out for me. Advancement to E2. 1 enlisted contract. Nuclear field, special operations, special warfare. 1 officer accession. 2 enlisted contracts. Okay, so it's saying if someone joins and says they joined because of you and they go into nuke, special ops, or special warfare, or become an officer, or 2 enlisted contracts, non-nuclear or special ops, blah, blah, blah. Documentation completion of 2 years of JROTC. That's for yourself. Complete the delayed entry program personal qualification standards and pass a written test and physical training baseline at SAT Med at RTC. So when you go to boot camp, they give you a DEP test, a written test, and you have to take the physical standards test. If you pass that, you get a rank up. Let's see. Yeah, we're not going to do any more of those. All recruits must have social security card, immunization records, 2 forms of valid identification. 1 form of ID must have a photo. The name on all identification must match. If not, provide legal name to change the documentation. Acceptable forms of ID: U.S. passport, foreign passport, driver's license, U.S. military dependent ID, personal ID card, voter registration card, certificate of U.S. citizenship, and certificate of naturalization. Do not bring the following items to RTC: alcohol, electronics, curling irons, books and magazines, cards, dice, or other gambling paraphernalia, large and bulky stationery, large plastic picks, rakes, etc., or any made of metal, anything made of glass, including mirrors, double-edged razor blades, cigarettes, cigars, pipes, tobacco, chewing or dipping, large deodorants, larger than 3 ounces. I don't know how much is in my deodorant. Can't be larger than 3 ounces. Miscellaneous items that are large, of significant value, or unnecessary will be sent home or donated to charity at the recruiter's discretion. At the recruit's discretion. Non-prescription drugs or medications will be discarded and or mailed home. These include, but are not limited to, Physoderm, foot powders, rubbing alcohol, motion sickness medication, commercial sleeping aid, decongestants, acne medicine, antihistamines, analgesics, I don't know what that means, eye wash, sex-related materials. I don't need to worry about any of that stuff. So right now, before I go, I have to, what I'm going to do is I have a backpack. So this backpack, I normally put my gaming laptop in. Let me see, I'll just make this picture bigger since this is all we're doing. Okay. So I have this backpack that I emptied out. I opened up all the pockets. I don't want to take anything with me by mistake. Get it thrown out or get in trouble. Because I do, you know, own weapons and things, and I don't want to take a bullet or a knife or anything like that. So opened up all the zippers, all the pockets. Make sure nothing's hidden. So I'm going to take this backpack and I'm going to have my stuff to stay the night at MEPS. So you have to stay one night at MEPS. Then the next day, well, it's at the hotel. Then the next day you go swear in. And they'll either have your plane ticket to, you know, go to boot camp like right away, or they won't. So I don't know exactly how that works. Excuse me. The couple times I've been to MEPS, to the hotel, I have seen where they say, you know, who has a plane ticket and who doesn't. And like some people knew about it and some people didn't. So I think some people stay at the hotel maybe an extra night or two or something till it gets figured out. I'm not 100% sure, but you're in the military once you swear in, so you just do what they say, and you don't worry about it. You know what I'm saying? All you gotta do is worry about what you're told, and that's it. You don't worry about anything else. So I'll probably pack, you know, chonies and stuff like that to take. And then when I get to boot camp, everything will just, I'm sure they dump everything out and they check it to see if you have anything crazy. They check, you empty it all out and then put it into a box separate. So this will just, you know, this can fold up if it needs to go into a box with my, whatever I'm wearing at the time, they're going to shove in there. And whatever's in here, they're going to shove in there. You know, they put it in a box and they just put it in storage. So that's what this is telling you here. And all you really need to take with you to boot camp is nothing. I'm going to have deodorant and stuff because I'm going to stay at the hotel the night before. And I'm not going to wake up and take a shower and not brush my teeth, not put deodorant on, not wash my butt, not put on new underwear, new socks. I'm definitely going to do all that because I don't like when other people smell or when I smell. So definitely going to do that. Now it says what to expect at RTC. Basic training. Transforming civilians into 21st century sailors takes a lot of training. From classroom instructions to hands-on practical applications, recruits are exposed to a wide variety of instructions during the 2 months of training at RTC. It's 9 weeks. Subjects include leadership, Navy history and traditions, military courtesy and discipline, the military code of conduct, basic deck seamanship, uniform regulations, basic drill movements, first aid, and firefighting. Perhaps the most important classes cover the Navy's core values of honor, courage, and commitment. A recruit's final evaluation rests upon the mastery of these subjects as well as physical conditioning. Physical training becomes increasingly more challenging throughout the training cycle. All recruits participate in conditioning runs, calisthenics, water survival, and swim quals. Recruits will undoubtedly graduate from boot camp in the best shape of their life. Some people gain weight. My brother gained weight, but he was playing Division I football, doing 2-a-day practices. So Navy boot camp was pretty easy for him. I think I'm on the opposite side of it. Like, I go to the gym and stuff, but I don't think I push myself as hard stamina-wise as the Navy will. Also, if you come in here, if you're in here right now, say what's up in the chat. Let me know you're in here. Just say hey, so I can say hey back. And thanks for coming in. Processing. So this would be what we call P days. The first series of events at RTC is known as processing. Immediately after arrival, you are assigned to a recruit division instruction on basic drill movements, Navy customs and courtesies, rank structure, barracks procedures, and personal hygiene begins immediately. I think that's like they give you a haircut and all that stuff. Clean your teeth, pull your teeth out if you need it. During the first 4 to 7 days of arrival, you are given complete medical and dental screening and are required to take initial fitness test. Additionally, there are various administrative processing elements to complete during these final days of RTC. This includes making several decisions about the employment benefits available to you as a service member. A urinalysis takes place within 72 hours of arrival at RTC. If the test is positive, you will be discharged based upon fraudulent enlistment. Alcohol abuse or illegal or improper use of drugs during your enlistment could result in possible administrative separation with a less than honorable discharge and loss of veterans' benefits. Fraternization. New recruits, once they arrive at RTC, are not allowed to socialize between sexes. Communications between recruits is on a strict professional basis. Any recruit that breaks this rule may be set back in training and may be subject to other disciplinary actions, including commanding officers' non-judicial punishment. Then it has right here P days. Days 1 to 5 in processing paperwork is completed during the first week, and the following are provided to recruits: night of arrival, moment of truth, pay admin and in processing, initial medical, dental screening, haircuts, initial uniform issue, initial assessment, uniform code of military justice, the Montgomery GI Bill, and orientation briefs. And then here they got the phases. So phase 1, days 6 to 22, introduction, warrior toughness, run familiarization, SAPR-EO, don't know what that is, life skills, operational stress control, Navy core values and signature behaviors, risk management, survival at sea, man overboard, third class swim calls, first aid training, USN ships and aircraft, anti-terrorism force protection, military customs and courtesies, enlisted rate, officer rank, naval history, active shooter, watch standing, personal development, personal and material inspections, knowledge test 1. So what is that? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22. So they give you like 15 to 16 days to pass this test. So 2 weeks basically to learn all this stuff and then pass a test on it. And then 23 to 42 days, so almost 20 days on this one. Warrior toughness. Some of these are the same ones as before. And then there's an RDC PFA assessment and PFA. So there's a knowledge test too. And then it looks like on the 3rd week, they're going to do a personal fitness assessment, days 23 to 42, during phase 2. Phase 3, which is 43 to 56 days, which is getting closer to the end of your time here at boot camp. It's this is when they actually do battle stations. So this is the stuff they're getting you ramped up to do battle stations. So you're probably learning all the cool stuff in the simulator, how to be a DC, basically a damage controlman. Oh, let's see. And then phase 4, which is 57 through day of departure. Sailor for life is what they call that one. Character development, life skills, small unit leadership, mentorship, professional, personal development, My Navy coaching. So they're going to teach you how to go online, how to use the your profile and look at your benefits and all that stuff. Ticket order pickup. Photo pickup, official PFA. So ticket order pickup, maybe that's to send you to A school. And your official PFA. So is that one after? That one must be after the phase 3. And then Liberty Brief, and then graduation. Recruit graduation is known as pass in review. It is a formal military ceremony which honors your hard work and dedication to a new way of life. It also ties together the future of the Navy with our long-held naval traditions and customs. This is your opportunity to impress your family and friends with what you have accomplished in a mere 9 weeks. The ceremony starts promptly at 9 a.m. Your family will already be seated in the drill hall. You will march in with about 800 of your shipmates to a sea of flashbulbs, applause, and praise. There is no prouder moment in your life. You may be placed on liberty immediately following the ceremony for a chance to meet with your family and to explore surrounding area. You may transfer to your next duty station shortly after graduation. Pretty cool. They give you a little chain of command here. I was starting to fill it out, but they just changed the Chief of Naval Operations, Admiral Lisa Franchetti. There's a new person there. Recruit leadership. So when you're in boot camp, oh, I turned my thing off. I didn't see if someone was chatting me. There we go. Fast forward, fast forward, fast forward, fast forward. They have leadership roles in boot camp for recruits, like a recruit chief petty officer, or they call them the RPOC, even though it's RCPO, they call them RPOC. They have the recruit leading, what is this called? Recruit leading petty officer. I think they also call that person the AROC because it's like the assistant recruit. I don't know. They have some old names. Here's some more of the leadership roles. Division Laundry Petty Officer, Recruit Education Petty Officer, Athletic Petty Officer, Male Petty Officer, Damage Control Petty Officer. See if there's anything else here good for you guys. They got some more stuff to scan here to look at your physical fitness tests. The quarter deck is the designated location and ceremonial site where the officer of the deck in port maintains this watch. This is the area where sailors or visitors board and depart the ship. Watch standing is an integral part of the military and is taken very seriously. Watch standards do not only keep areas secure from intruders, they are also the first line of defense in disasters. Without properly trained watch personnel, good order and discipline cannot be maintained. It is everyone's responsibility to understand the duties and responsibilities of all watch personnel. So they're going to have watch standards in boot camp. Commands and facing movements. There's a little cheat sheet here so you can see that what they say. Customs and courtesies. The military in general and Navy specifically rely on many traditions passed on from generation of new recruits to the next. These customs, courtesies, and ceremonies help foster discipline and good military order. Customs are usual ways of acting in a given situation. A custom is a long-established practice that carries the force of law. Courtesies are acts of words that express consideration and respect for another person. When a person treats others with courtesy and respect, it is more likely he or she will also be treated with courtesy or respect. Hand salute. Due to the close quarters experienced by sailors, knowing and using proper courtesy is very important. The salute is one of the required acts of military courtesy. Regulations covering the salute are deeply embedded in military tradition and custom. The salute shows respect and is a sign of comradeship. There are several types of salutes, including the gun salute, the rifle salute, but the most common and possibly the most important is the hand salute. The hand salute is a simple, dignified gesture which is rendered to the national anthem, the U.S. flag, and officers. Unless you are walking, the hand salute should be rendered while standing at attention. When saluting, salute properly and smartly. Avoid saluting in a casual or perfunctory manner. A sharp salute is the mark of a sharp sailor. Always use your right hand. Use your left hand only if your right hand is injured. Use your left hand to carry objects and leave your right hand free to salute. Accompany your salute with a cheerful greeting. Example: good morning, sir. Good afternoon, Commander. Good evening, Chaplain Dory. Always salute the position. What was it? Always salute from the position of square. If double timing, slow to walk when saluting. Look directly into the officer's eyes as you salute, which is crazy because in boot camp, you're not supposed to look them in the eye. You're supposed to like look past them. But then after boot camp, it gets different. Here it says to look them in the eye when you salute. Where did I see? Salute all officers who are close enough to be recognized as officers. It is unnecessary to identify an officer by name. However, make sure that he or she is wearing the uniform of an officer. Render a verbal greeting if you are carrying something in both hands and cannot render the hand salute. Salute officers even if they are uncovered or their hands are occupied. Your salute will be acknowledged by a verbal greeting like good morning or good afternoon. These are good things to know. Because if I had my hands full, I would just assume that every time an officer walks by, I got to put it down and salute. Put it down and salute. How to salute. Raise your right hand and bending your arm at the elbow until the tip of your forefingers touches the lower part of your cover or forehead just above your right eye. Fingers extend and align with the thumb. With the elbow slightly in front of your body, upper arm should be parallel with the deck ground. So this part here has to be parallel with the ground. Elbow has to be just in front of your body a little bit. And then you never show the bottom of your hand. And your thumb has to be in line with your fingers here. So just like that. Returning the arm to its normal position at your side complete salute. This motion is done with one sharp, clean motion. So just like that. And they got some Navy terminology they're going to teach us. Adrift is like trash or loose things. Aft end is near or toward the stern of the vessel. The back. All hands, the entire ship's company, both officer and enlisted. That's everyone. Allotment, an amount of money a member has coming out of his regular pay. Aye means yes. That's how you say I understand or I will comply. Barracks, building where sailors live. Below is downstairs. Bright work, brass or shiny metal, kept polished rather than painted. Bunk or rack is the bed. Buoy and an anchored float used as an aid to navigation or mark location of an object. Carry on in order to resume work or duties. Cast off, to throw off, to let go, to unfurl. So like, when you cast off, you untie the ship and then you go. You can do that in other things too, If you're throwing trash away, they can tell you cast off the trash. I don't know. I'm sure there's other ways they use it. Chain locker is a compartment in which anchor chain is stowed. Chit or chit book is a coupon or receipt book. Chow hall is where you eat. Colors, raising or lowering of the national flag. Ceremonies held at 0800 and sunset for hoisting and hauling down the national ensign. Deep six, to dispose of by throwing over the side. Ensign, national flag, commissioned officers between the rank of chief, warrant officer, and lieutenant junior grade. Fast means snugly secure, so if you tie something down. Fathom is a unit of length equal to 6 feet used for measuring the depth of water. Flag officer is any commissioned officer in pay grade 07 and above. Galley is a kitchen. Gangway is an opening in the bulwark of or lifeline that provides access to a brow or accommodation ladder. An order meaning to clear the way. Oh, gangway means like move out of the way. Gear locker, storage room. Geedunk is candy or gum or cafeteria. General quarters is battle stations. Head is the bathroom. Head comes from old ships, old sailboats. You used to have a hole at the front of the ship, at the head of the ship, because that head of the ship goes like this, so the hole would be here, and they could, you know, poop and pee out of it. Where the back of the ship is like this, so pooping and peeing out the back would be better, but the ship is flat off the back of old boats, and the front's like this, so when they poop and pee out, water splashes and cleans it off. So that's why the bathroom is called the head, because it used to be at the head of the ship. Liberty is permission to leave the base. Lifeline, lines erected around the water decks of ships to prevent personnel from falling in and being washed over the side. Overhead is the ceiling. Passageway, or they call them P-ways, is the hallway. Quarters, assembling of all hands for muster, instruction, and inspection. Rating is a job specialty title, like mine is RP. That's my rate. Reveille is wake up. Scullery is the place to wash dishes, so it's the sink. Scuttlebutt is drinking fountain, or a rumor, because you drink around the water cooler, or you talk. People gossip around the water cooler. Secure means lock, put away, stop work. Sick bay, everyone knows that one. Swab is the mop or sweep. Taps is time to sleep. Tattoo means 5 minutes before it taps. Topside means upstairs. Turn to, which means begin work. Working aloft means working above the highest deck, generally performing maintenance on the ship's mast. Here they have the phonetic alphabet. They also have the pennants, which tell you the letters. These do have colors, so unfortunately this is not printed in color. It's in black and white, so I don't get to see the colors. But they have the Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, Delta, Echo, Foxtrot, Golf, Hotel, India, Juliet, Kilo, Lima, Mike, November, Oscar, Papa, Quebec, Romeo, Sierra, Tango, Uniform, Victor, Whiskey, X-Ray, Yankee, Zulu. And then, like when you go into RTC Great Lakes, it says go Navy, beat Army. So it has this flag, this flag, this flag, this flag. So it'll have GONAVY BEATARMY. Pretty cool, right? And then military time. The Navy operates on a 24-hour day aboard ship. You will see a clock set with 24-hour dial. Hours of the day are numbered 1 through 24. At noon, instead of starting again with 1, the Navy goes to 13. For example, 8 a.m. or 7 p.m. are called 0800 and 1900. Respectively, never say 1900 hours. Hours and minutes in the Navy go like this. 10:45 a.m. is 10:45. 9:30 p.m. is 21:30. The following is 24-hour dial to help you learn Navy time. I don't think I've ever seen a 24-hour dial. I don't know if you guys can see it right there on my forehead. I don't think so. You might have to look that one up yourself. Okay. Here we got some ranks to remember. And I don't know why they have them in like kind of a weird order. Like, so it's starting at the bottom is the highest and it's going down in reverse. So a captain is a full bird and he has 4 half-inch stripes and a star. Oh. And then a commander has an oak leaf on his collar, where the captain has the spread eagle on his collar. And the commander has 3 half-inch stripes on his shoulder and a star, or 3 stripes on his sleeve and a star. An 04 lieutenant commander has an oak leaf. It doesn't say if it's silver. I'm sure. Too bad it's not in color. Okay, so this is a silver oak leaf, which is higher. This one, the lieutenant commander, is going to be a gold leaf. And there's 2 half-inch stripes and then 1 quarter-inch stripe in the middle on the shoulder and the sleeve. A lieutenant has 2 silver bars and then 2 half-inch stripes on their shoulder and sleeve. A lieutenant junior grade is going to have 1 silver bar, and they're going to have 1 half-inch stripe and a 1/4-inch stripe on their shoulder and sleeve. And an ensign is going to have 1 gold bar. So an ensign has a gold bar, lieutenant junior grade has a silver bar, and then a lieutenant has 2 gold bars, 2 silver bars. Oh my gosh, this is going to be confusing for me. And then these ones get even crazier. See, these ones are higher than captain. So an 011 fleet admiral, they're going to have 4 stars and a circle on their collar. And then they got the, looks like a fouled anchor on a gold shoulder board. So they'll have a gold shoulder board with an anchor and 5 stars in a circle. And then they have a 2-inch gold stripe and then 4 half-inch stripes. Admiral has 4 stars but in a straight line on their collar. 4 stars in a circle, where this guy had 5 in a circle. 4 in a circle on his shoulder. The fouled anchor. 1 2-inch stripe and then 3 half-inch stripes. Vice Admiral has 3 stars. And then they got the what does it say? 2-inch gold stripe. Yeah, okay, I was making sure. I thought it was a 1-inch for a minute, but it is. They're all, the big one is 2 inches. Rear Admiral has 2 stars. And that's upper half. Rear Admiral lower half has 1 star. And you got to know all this stuff. Some of these have colors too. Like this warrant officer one has like blue in it and silver or gold. So Chief Warrant Officer 5, which is going to be the highest one, has a horizontal blue line or a gold half-inch stripe with a horizontal line and a blue streak on a black shoulder. And they're like lines up here on their shoulder, and they got a crazy like V looking thing here. That's some crazy stuff. These people mean that they like basically know everything about their job. Warrant officers. Here's all the ones I do know though. These are all going to be like enlisted people. So here we got a Master Chief Petty Officer of the Navy. That's like basically the highest enlisted rank. Master Chief Petty Officer. So the difference between the Master Chief Petty Officer of the Navy has 3 stars above a fouled anchor, and they also have a star inside the rocker here and 3 stars above the eagle. And then a Master Chief Petty Officer has 2 stars, and they still have the Petty Officer crossed anchors inside the rocker. Senior Chief has 1 star, and then Chief Petty Officer, no stars. Petty Officer first class has 3 stripes. So for the Petty Officers, first and third are opposite. So first class, it has 3 stripes, and a third class has 1 stripe. And then a second class has 2. That's the only one that's right. Because first class is higher, but they have more stripes because they've been in longer and have higher rank, I guess. A seaman has 3 stripes. Seaman apprentice has 2 stripes. And a seaman recruit has no insignia. Which is basically what we are when we're in boot camp. We're a seaman recruit. Some people will have rank. They'll have one of these. Not me. I'm going to be an E1. I'm going in as an E1, so I'll be a seaman recruit. I'll have nothing when I go in there. We'll try to change that. And then it's showing you the silhouettes of ships. The silhouettes of planes. Pretty cool. Silhouettes of helicopters. A letter from the old CNO. She's not there anymore. Life skills. Alcohol policy. I don't drink, so I don't care about that. Yeah, I don't need any of that. Bystander intervention principles. I don't think I need to know any of this. I'm sure they're going to teach me this stuff when you're on watch. I don't want to mess my sexual assault, harassment. I don't want to learn too much stuff that's not going to be required, like when I first get in there. If I do, I'm going to like forget a lot of stuff. So I want to just limit what I'm shoving into my brain as to things that's actually going to help me. I did hear that the delayed entry test is multiple guess, so that's a good sign. Suicide something prevention, I think, is what SAPR is. Oh, sexual assault, anti-harassment, warrior toughness, extremism, personal financial management. A lot of this stuff my wife's going to be able to use. My pay, so this is a little printout example of how our pay stuff works online. Has your base pay, your basic housing allowance, BAS and BAH. So they give you money for food and they give you money for like rent and bills. If you live off base, if you qualify for that stuff. It's crazy. It's crazy they make military people pay federal taxes, to be honest. They shouldn't. You shouldn't have to pay any state taxes or federal taxes, just my personal opinion. They got your TRICARE dental deduction on here. Maybe that's just if you went to the dentist. Moving your family and government housing. Child care. Daycare may not be available. Before checking in, contact the local fleet. See what's available programs. Okay, so some places have child care. That's cool. Family responsibilities continued. Sources of help. They got emergency funds. First, establish an emergency fund for unexpected expenses. You should have at least 1 month's pay saved for an emergency. Navy Marine Corps Relief Society, Fleet and Family Support Centers, Command Financial Specialists, Navy Fleet and Family Support Programs. Cool. Navy Reserve benefits. I'm not going into reserves. Education information. There's some cool stuff about the GI Bill and tuition assistance. More stuff on here. Navy Community College, which is pretty sick. Delayed Entry Program, PQS. Delayed Entry Program responsibilities. Define the mission of the Navy. Recite the 11 General Orders of Century. I can't do that one. Recite the Sailor's Creed. I'm close to that one. Recite the RTC Maxim is something like I will not steal and I will not tolerate those who do, or something like that. Explain the program for which you enlisted. Explain the responsibilities to your recruiter. How many times are you required to contact your recruiter? Explain your conduct while in a delayed entry program. Navy core values. Define honor, courage, commitment. Okay, so I'm going to have to use this. Oh, man. I'm not going to be able to remember this stuff before I go to boot camp for real. This is not multiple choice here. Like when you actually get there, it's going to be. Some notes. Name and identify enlisted ranks E1 through E9. Name and identify officers 01 through 010. Name and identify warrant officer ranks W2 through W5. Aircraft and ships. Describe the following types of ships. Wow. See, my delayed entry program is short, so I didn't get this thing till recently. But if you don't know that stuff before you go, it's not going to hurt you. They're going to teach you when you go in there. If you do know it before you go, it is going to help you rank up, which equals more money. It's stuff you do have to know. So if you're good at studying and good at memorizing things, more power to you. You're going to do really well. Me, I have a hard time until I get like into it. I'm forced to learn it or something like that. I don't know. I read it by myself, and it's just hard for me to memorize these things. I'm sure they have tricks how to help people remember it and stuff like that. So we will see. All right. I kind of came on here and mumbled and just wanted to tell you guys kind of like how I'm feeling and stuff like that. Like I said, I don't really feel nervous. It kind of feels surreal. It hasn't really hit me yet. I've been sleeping really good and stuff like that. Like I haven't been, having sleepless nights. I'm still doing my push-ups, getting my steps in, going to the gym, eating right and doing stuff like that. Yeah, I guess I'll make another video, like 1 week away or something. So basically a week from now, I'll do another video. I do have to go to MEPS one more time. Not MEPS, I'm sorry, the recruiter one more time on the 4th at 4 p.m. And that one they're going to make us do run and stuff like that. So I'll probably do a video after that, let you know how it goes. Maybe my recruiter will let me film a little bit of it, and I'll post a video. Peace. If you guys are in here, thanks, by the way.